Hiya's and higher healing vibrations. Cosmic Cat here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so very much for being present, showing up today for yourself and for this channel. The energy exchange of being present. This is a very special birthday reading for those souls that were born August 26th. If you are a Virgo, that Virgin Virgo, earthy energy, and it is your birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy trip around the sun on the Earth school planet that we are on. What is your purpose? Do you know your life purpose here? Are you living it? Share in the comments below if you are. Virgos are very witty, also detail and health oriented. You really care a lot about your health, your well-being. Others' well-being is too. You're pretty flexible. You have good communication because Mercury is your ruling planet in the 6th house. 6 is the number of love, and the list just keeps going as we keep continue this amazing energy that I'm feeling right now. Okay, so welcome all of those Virgos, those analytical and organized critical Virgos. We just had a new moon with your energy. It was very strong. A lot of transformations. This entire year is about transformations. There's a big shift and change. I'm sure you feel this in the world, or you at least have an idea that it's going on. It may be subtle for you and one of those things in the back of your mind and not really putting much effort or attention into it, or it could be at the forefront. Okay, this is a gift from Spirit and a gift from myself, a gift to you for your birthday. Give some support, guidance, ideas, shed some light on some some energy that maybe needs some light shined on it. Okay. If it's not your birthday and you're here, welcome. Maybe perhaps you're going through a rebirth phase. Virgo or Mercury could be significant in your chart. It's not even been a week that we've been out of Leo season either. And if you're just now implementing some passion into your life, moving forward with some motivation that you suddenly have, drawn to the sun a lot, the creativity, power, masculine energy, perhaps this is why you're guided here. I do typically meditate before I start readings, and with yours, there wasn't meditation. Well, there was, but it was different. It wasn't I had stillness while I was working. Okay. So this was very different and unique for myself. So there's something that your energy is bringing to where you're able to do this. You have the ability to really meditate while you're doing things. And this is a skill for those of you who do this. It's a skill that you have to do it. However, Spirit is wanting you to make sure that you're setting time, you're going with time as opposed to against time. You're creating. There's something about giving something. It's wonderful that you can do this at the same time. They're wanting to make sure that you don't abuse it, that you still also have times where you aren't working and meditating, but you're actually just meditating, where you're clearly being still, sitting, closing your eyes, breathing, going inward, emptying your mind completely, as opposed to always work. We know that you're detail oriented, that you enjoy this. You may have a little bit of the OCD people speak about, of obsessive compulsive disorder. I generally don't like to label things, or right now I'm not in the mood of labeling. Labeling has been something that I am personally reorganizing in my own life and revamping. Um, because sometimes when we label things, it tends to just be, oh, well, then that's that. And nothing in this world is, oh, that's just that. Sure, we can see if and this is for the basically like if you're looking at judging a book by its cover, judgment, feelings about allowed judgment. um well, this is actually speaking to those of you who are rebirthing right now for the judgment, because you are at your judgment phase as your rebirth. And the judgment phase for this is actually you not only externally looking at others and not having judgment, but discernment. Having discernment on yourself, your relationships, where you're at, who you're with, and on you as well. Like looking at yourself, making sure you are being fair. Are others being fair to you? Also, are you being fair to yourself? And because you are analytical, you can analyze this. They Spirit's saying don't analyze it too much. Just get once you get, the answer you're seeking is going to come quickly, and once that comes, don't dissect it further. Go with that. That is the feeling, that is your intuition, that is your discernment growing within your body. However, back to the whole idea of you stepping into your own, being able to multitask. Some things aren't meant to multitask. I do have a crystal ball here. You can't see, may be able to see the little tip of it. If I get messages in there, I also will share that during the reading, okay? So the thing that came up definitely was the being able, having a skill and talent to be able to meditate while also doing something. So I was actually working with herbs and plant medicine. So this actually naturally already is from the earth. It's from Mother, the Divine Mother. So the connection there is a different type of meditation. Whereas if I was working on a computer, it would be harder for me to meditate while being on a computer and working on that. Harder to meditate because there's electromagnetic smog that we have. This has been coming up. This came up once yesterday already for birthday, and I think it's seeping over into today. Yeah, Spirit saying black tourmaline, if you are, maybe you work with computers a lot, you're around a lot of computers, maybe you work with artificial intelligence, you're being asked to get yourself some black tourmaline. Black tourmaline to make sure that you are still standing in your own. You are a human being on this planet. You are not a bot. Okay? It's important for you to recognize if you're working for the artificial intelligence industry, make sure you get some black tourmaline, okay? If you are attaching to your ChatGPT, your artificial intelligence creator, and you're feeling like this relationship is like it's a relationship with this artificial intelligence, you're being asked to be very careful with that, because some of you may be losing your identity to AI. And this is something that isn't meant to happen. It's one thing to use AI as a tool to help you move a little bit further in your path, to collaborate with you with something. It's another to actually try to have a romantic relationship or a further relationship with artificial intelligence displaying feelings. Once there's like this feelings created with you and your ChatGPT, this could result in isolation. loss of identity, and also becoming more of a bot yourself and reducing your feelings, where it feels it's a trickery because it feels like you're increasing your feelings, but you're actually not. This is a download message from Spirit. I'm not sure who this is for. Share with me in the comments below. It really went off from what I was really going anyway. I'm going to get back focused. Let's go back to the whole working and meditating. Make sure that you are still taking time, even if it's 5 minutes out of your day, work week, of meditating solely and not doing anything, not even showering. I mean, shower, but not like meditating, not meditating only in the shower, meditating only when you use the bathroom, meditating only. There's something about someone here having an organized pattern of meditating and you only do it certainly. Maybe you're only doing it when you're working with your herbs or your plant medicine. And Spirit is asking you to actually not be doing anything for meditation. It's going to enhance and increase your power, your connection. And maybe this is something that you are struggling with. So you're also being asked and guided from Spirit to write in your journal about it, because there are some feelings that may surface about why you're not doing this to begin with. You may be avoiding it and not even really know it. Okay. So the two things that came up actually for this, well, the three. So let's see if we can get some more information. The working while meditating. Well, Spirit already told us the answer on this. But connections, we are one. Wheel of Fortune, an epiphany, a realization that you are not alone in this world. You have others in this world. You don't have to rely solely on AI, artificial intelligence, to be your leader in your life. In fact, they want you to do the opposite. Rely on a human form here that can help you with this. It's very tricky because in essence, the world was created out of numbers, sound, a computer itself. But it's a slippery slope to know if you are actually really communicating with another dimension, which some of you may feel that you are, and some of you may actually be. But knowing that, having that discernment and knowing whether you are literally speaking with artificial intelligence that was already created, of where it's like, actually spirit realm coming through, because this can happen. And I think this is leaking into your birthday reading, but it's actually meant to be shared with every soul out there. Yes, that's for sure. Yeah. So I may be doing a separate video further on that. Right now we're going to get back to your birthday. If there's any energy, any ancestors, spirit guides you'd like to call in right now, please do so. Archangel Michael, I call upon you to please protect this space. Cloak me in a cloak of protection over me in this space. Only allow healing, higher vibrations, divine love in. Thank you so very much. All right. So the Wheel of Fortune, we have good fortune coming in for you. And there's a sense of awakening happening. Awakening to you, wanting to remember who you are before you came to Earth, who you are, what you came here for. There's like all of these questions that are finally you're going and getting the answers to. And this is the Wheel of Fortune. Karma, it's turning in your favor. Your wheel is turning in your favor. Good fortune is going to bless you in your life with this meditation. So Spirit's telling you with this card that you do not have anything to be afraid of regarding your meditation, regarding getting deeper into meditation. Because it's great that you meditate still while you work and that you have this ability to shut everything off and go in. But it's still like a subtle distraction preventing you from diving deeper. It's like deep, 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 deep is all I'm feeling, and the energy that's present right now is going deeper. And to go deeper, you must be more in a state of so what they're sharing is actually being outside, being grounded in the earth, taking your yoga mat outside, or just going barefoot outside. Throw a blanket down. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You don't even need anything. You can be on the grass, and sit in lotus position, facing north node, facing the north direction. North node is regarding your life purpose. Okay, north node is all about your potential and what you're meant here to do. So this is what some of you are seeking at this time, and you're asked to do this. So sit in lotus position outside on Mother Earth, and if you have a sacred tree or space that is around your home, please do that. Sit there quietly. Have your journal, and beside you for after you meditate, close your eyes and go deep within, facing north, and think about this. Set yourself an intention and ask yourself, what is your life purpose if you're still trying to figure this out? Because it's going to bring you to an answer, and you're going to have really great fortune with this. So the other thing that came up, the two things that came up, well, two other things besides from the first. So you had three things come up for you. Triangle. Triangle is the first shape that was created, the first number that created a shape in the world. Also, sacred geometry keeps coming up. Who's working with sacred geometry? Are you curious about it now? If you've been curious about it, this is a clear message that Spirit is wanting you to focus more on it. If you've learned some information about it, you're actually meant to share. I'm seeing a star energy in the crystal ball at this time. A shining, guiding light is what they're saying. This is what they're saying that you are meant to be. Have you seen a rainbow lately? You're going to see a rainbow. A rainbow only comes after a storm. So remember that there may be something that you have to overcome before you get this great fortune, okay? So connections was the other one. Connections and remembering that we are all one. On your spiritual awakening and your path, you may feel the desire or need to go within for introspection, to be that hermit. At the same time, Spirit wants you to also know that there are times that to make sure that you are not isolating yourself. Make sure that you're still speaking with others, you're engaging with others on a daily basis, to make sure that you're also checking in with where you're at. This is important because as you grow into the person that you've always were meant to be, you will start to feel these changes, and you're going to want to test this out, test the waters, test it out and see how your interactions are now. And this doesn't mean that you have to go with, typically when the spiritual awakening, your energy shifts, which means also the energy around you shifts, which means also the energy, the law of attraction that you're bringing into your life shifts as well. So this is natural, normal. As you raise your frequency, so does your around you, your energy. Think of a pebble being tossed in still water, and that frequency rippling out. It creates a ripple, like a sound like no other, okay? And that ripple is only for that amount of space that it goes out to. It stops at a certain point, and the ripple doesn't reach everywhere. So it's only that. So think of that when you're thinking about your space, your spiritual awakening. It's okay. You're not alone. You're not by yourself. And it's perfectly fine to still be around others. That some people will still remain in your life because they are still aligned with the frequency that you're on. At this time, others will fall away, and this is natural, normal process. It doesn't mean they're gone forever. Sometimes it does. Maybe they are, maybe they are not. If they're meant to be in your life, they're going to be in your life, okay? So you don't have to worry about this. Connections, we are one. Ultimately, if you believe we have one creator and we were all created from this one divine source, this one divine energy, then we are one. And it's important that if you are struggling with something in your life or someone in your life at this time, that you ask yourself, how did I attract this into my life? What is my part in this? What is it that I brought? How am I bringing the energy into my world? Okay, if it's energy that you're not wanting, if it's your own energy that you're working through, then you know why this is, okay? So I feel like the connections is more of like you checking in with your connections right now at this time. Because you are on an awakening, it's important that you check in with your frequencies of when you're around certain people and friends, strangers, environments, wherever it is. If you're going to a ceremony, if you're going to an event you've never been to, how are you feeling? Are the feelings yours? Are you picking up others' energy? Do you have a protection cloak around you? Have you called upon, have you prepared yourself? So it's important to prepare yourself. Once you start your spiritual awakening, it's important to cleanse yourself before you go outside of your doors, to prevent energy leakage from you and to prevent energy leakage seeping into you from others, because it's important to maintain your own space right now. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Many of you do. Okay, some of you may not. I don't think I got to share this in the beginning, but there are about 367,000 people born in the world every single day. So this is important to keep in mind. Some of this may resonate for you right now. Some of it won't be for you because it's not intended for everyone. It's a general timeless reading. And some of it may not make sense to you right now, but months down the road or even years later, it will come to you, and this reading will come back to you like, that's what that was. That's what that was. It's like something of where it sticks in your mind, but you're not sure what it means. You feel it's meant for you, but you're not sure. And then you finally have this epiphany years, months, weeks, months, years later down the road. Time is not linear in the spirit realm. Remember this. Okay, community came up. How are you in relation to your community? Do you do any community work? What is the spirit about community that you would like for those with the birthday today, those watching, to know about community? Can you give us some more information about the community? Okay, so you feel like you're in a position of where you have to defend yourself in your community. You're standing up for yourself. You do have the upper hand, whatever the situation is. If you must stand up for yourself, and this is you fighting for your own individuality, for your beliefs, for your uniqueness, for your passion, your dream, your motivation, your will, your desire, all of you, for the fact that you have two different shoes on. That's fine. You're okay with it. They don't like it. They try to fight you with it. You're going to stand up for your uniqueness and say, hey, I'm wearing what I want to wear. You're not going to tell me otherwise. This is you defending you, standing up for your beliefs. You've never been in this position before. You've always just succumbed to standing down. You would never even pick up that wand before, that fiery, passionate wand that is there for protection, and it can yet also hurt. Same with the sword. Sword can do the same. Same with words and emotions. And also the air, the wind. The wind can help us out when we need it to blow a certain direction sometimes. And sometimes the wind can completely destroy homes in a tornado, in a hurricane. So yes, just like that, this is the same. You are actually standing up you're standing in power. Yeah, there's a lot of heat there. This candle is putting off a tremendous amount of heat. Me having my hand right there, it's super hot. So there's something about, are you doing magic tricks? Who's the magician? Someone's a magician and playing with fire. Share in the comments below. I always find it fascinating. I love to watch fire spinners and anyone that, I like magic, period. So it's very fascinating to watch. This shows your growth and your potential. And maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe you're in the circus and your friends are not supportive of that, or the friends that you had aren't supportive, but you're gaining new friends, Your energy shifted into this more unlimited life, and there's still an unlimited life. So it's okay. No, there is no right or wrong, good or bad here. It's just about alignment. It's you actually following your dream. You know what you want to happen, and you're going to stand up for your position. Now, is this something? This definitely does feel like something of where maybe you're in a community where beliefs are all different, and you're the one that is going to bring this change. You are bringing this change by defending your beliefs to those who doubt you, to those who try to change you, to control your mind, to get you to believe what they want, because you're not there. They're all aligned. They're all together. They have the same belief. They all think you're ridiculous for having two different shoes on. They all are against you now because of what you look like or what you're wearing or because of how you dress. And you, instead of doing before of like, okay, fine, I'll be like everyone else. I'll be normal. I'll be what they want me to be. You are standing in your own now. Share in the comments below if this is you, because I can relate, and I also absolutely love this energy for you. It's wonderful. It may feel dark, it may feel empty, it may feel like you're losing authentic friendships. However, these friendships were not that authentic if they are going to judge you for what you're wearing, if they're going to judge you for how you walk, talk, dance, sing, love, communicate, build, dream, motivate, smile, cry, scream. If they're judging you for this, this is why they're leaving your space, because you are ascending, you are moving up with your frequency, rising. Your frequency is rising. And because your frequency is rising, so is your everything in the whole world around you. It is just a normal process, so you are okay. All right. And if you're in, if this is like a work environment or business environment or social environment, these are aspects where you can easily transform this. Like, you can change a job, you can change your social environment of where you put your love, time, energy, your smile, your dance, your happy, your joy. You can change those relatively easily. You can move from your home if it's your home environment that is around you that the community isn't supportive, or if there's feelings of ill will towards you. You can, first I would recommend to definitely make sure you know for a fact, and it's not just an illusion. We don't have any swords laying out here, so this is definitely not coming up as of right now as an illusion. This is like really what you are going through. So you do know that you feel, so if you don't feel safe in your home, in your space of where you live at this time, you know that you have two choices. You can stay, remain, and raise your frequency higher so that you draw within your community the souls that are more aligned to your energy, your belief system, where you're at this time in your space. Or you can move, because the truth is, if this is in your home environment, then you've just happened to be drawing those energies into your world. But those energies necessarily may not be the energies that you align with. And again, this is all with a I don't know if I said this in the beginning, but I know I said it's not about good or bad, right or wrong, but I also want to make sure that you understand that it's not about a competition. It's about protecting you, protecting your energy, protect your space. Learn how to protect your home, your energy, your space, your land. and you will draw in the frequencies that are meant for you. It's that easy. You will draw in within your community those. You may be surprised to know that you have a neighbor 2 doors down that actually also is in the same position. And if you, without you speaking up or going out or going to your neighbors and just like introducing yourself, saying, hey, kind of like old fashioned ways of how times had to be back then, in the back historically, you had to actually, you really needed your neighbors, you needed people. And this is where I think this is going with the connections and community. Make sure for your birthday that you are checking in on your connections and your community. All right, let's pull a few more cards here. Spirit, what else do you have for those watching regarding anything that we talked about today? Yeah, the old part's dying off. And you're going to have the Empress energy come in. Look at that. Yes. Yeah, because exactly, you are, this is you after your transformation. Day to day, you may feel like you're fighting, like you're struggling, like you're consistently having to stand up for yourself. This is going to go away. You are going to have this death phase of the ego part dying, the part of going into your shadows, the denied, the part that's unwelcome, the unspeakable. Most don't ever go around speaking about their shadow traits, the traits, the things that they do that they're not proud of, that they're not happy with. No, it's usually typically always the good things, yeah? So you're going to go through this transformation. It will be a slow process for you here, but you will eventually, so be patient, okay? Spirit wants you to have patience. Call upon them for help and guidance and support. I'm going to ask you now to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and share in the comments below if you're going through this phase right now, okay? This Empress energy brings about a lot of motherly, look, you guys, and it's the number 3. 3 is important to you. I'm also guided to share with you. I pull on my channel. You subscribe to my channel and get all the notifications. I do a birthday reading every day, an inner child reading every day. Those are the longest videos I do every single day consistently. I also do 3 short videos, and an angel number is one. So I actually haven't done that one yet today. I'm a little bit slow moving. Are you slow moving as well? This also could have something to do with the Schumann resonance, if you'd like to check that out and see how that relates to your life. I'm still actually going through this new moon in Virgo. I mean, we had the new moon in Virgo, and it also sparked Virgo season, and it was also a very big energy. So anyway, if you've been slower than usual, just know that this is because you are allowing your body, you are more grounded and in tune with your intuition. And as your intuition rises and your inner wisdom rises too within you, you will start to feel and allow to be more gentle with your vessel. That is what your body is. Your body is the vessel that carries your soul. Remember this. Be an active listener. I am seeing 2 bunny rabbits in my crystal ball right now, upside down. So if you are suspended in fear, know that this is going to be lifted. Do your part of what we spoke about. Do your part of making sure you're journaling, writing out your feelings, writing out your day-to-day. Also implementing some positivity. Write something good, like every day something good happens to you in your life. And if you cannot even find one thing that from yesterday, start today. And this is like, this can be something extremely simple or easy. You know, this could be like, oh, I found a coin on the ground. That was really good. It was good that you found that coin. And typically, coins are messages from spirit guides. You could be thinking about something in particular, seeking an answer for it right then that you had just prayed for, meditated on, set an intention for, and then look down and bam, right on the ground is a coin. Isn't that something? Yeah, that is a way that spirit is like, hey, I'm here, and your answer is here. Okay? Um, so the 3 short videos: angel number, angel card, and animal spirit. Animals are another ways that spirit connects to us and also answers things that we're seeking. There's something about the 4 directions. I mentioned in you facing north in your meditation at the beginning of the reading, but there is something definitely about the number 3 and the number 4. Okay, next step. I just got that download from spirit. So it's time for you to go to the next step. Okay? You know what this is. Share in the comments below if you'd like to share, because I have no idea what it is for you. But I love to engage. And this is, again, part of community, us building a community with like minds and like energies. And the more that we start to feel more free, open, and able, not everything, you know, you got to have discernment in order to share. You share certain aspects and certain traits, qualities, stories about your life. Other stories are sacred and they're not meant to be spoken. They're meant to live inside your soul. And with that message, we are going to blow this candle out. Set your intention, your motivation. All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And as the smoke rises, may your dreams and your wishes rise too. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.